Hello students, welcome to the e-learning platform presented by Mechanical Engineering Department of Dr. Bapuji Saroke Institute of Engineering and Technology, Kolhapur. Learning objective for today's session are number 1, study the different types of boiler. Different types of boilers such as water tube boilers and fire tube boilers, and their different type will be studied. Water tube boilers are the one in which the water flows into inside the tubing and steam is generated inside the tubes. Whereas in fire tube boilers, the fire is generated inside the tube and the or the steam is generated outside the tube. We are going to study the two types. The main one, Babcock and Wilcox boiler of water tube, and of fire tube is a Cocheron boiler. Second, study the different types of boiler mountings. Mountings are nothing but the extra arrangements provided for the safety of an boiler. Different types of mountings will be studied in today's session. Starting with the first one, the Babcock and Wilcox boiler. Babcock and Wilcox boiler is a basically horizontal, externally fired water tube natural circulation type of stationary boiler. The below figure shows the Babcock and Wilcox boiler. It consists of a drum at the top in which the water is fed through feed valve, and that can be checked with the help of water level indicator. This drum is also again used to store the steam. The front and rear end of the drum are connected to header with short riser tube. These headers are connected, the front header and the rear header are connected by a number of inclined tubes. The number of inclined tubes as shown in figure, the inclination of these tubes is about 15 degrees to the horizontal. The water tubes are straight, solid, drawn steel tubes. The furnace is below the uptake header, or the furnace as shown in the figure is below the uptake header. Here the fuel or the bagasse in the form of bagasse is burned over here with the help of fire hole, and the flue gases or the hot gases from the furnace are forced to move upwards between the tubes. The baffle plates provided between the tubes act as a deflector, giving direction to hot gases or flue to move upward and downward and towards the chimney, cooling the so that the maximum amount of the heat is utilized by water and the water gets heated and converts into steam. The principle of Babcock and Wilcox boiler is the principle of thermosiphon, that is, the water heated, that says as the water heated the density decreases and it flow upwards. The upward the heated water flows upward or converted into steam is generated in the steam space of the drum. That is, in the drum the steam is again also is stored in drum where at the steam space. The steam then enters into superheater tubes where it is further heated and then through main stop valve supplied to the application wherever necessary. The steaming capacity of this type of boiler is 700 kg per hour at 10 bar pressure. The next type is the Cocheron boiler. Cocheron boiler, it is as shown in figure a simple multi-tubular stationary fire tube boiler. It consists of a cylindrical shell with dome shaped at the top in which the steam is formed or collected. The firebox is made up of single piece with crown has hemispherical shape. The hemispherical shape provides large space for heating. The fuel is burned on grate and the ash is collected from the ash pit. That is, the fuel is burned inside the firebox, which is of hemispherical space. The flue gases from the furnace pass through the tubes. Then the flue gases generated due to the burning of fuel or bagasse generates the gases. These flue gases or hot gases pass through the tubes and then escape to the atmosphere through chimney. While passing through the tubes, they reject the heat to the water. This With this, the water gets heated and starts forming steam, which is again collected at the top, that is the crown. The shape of crown is hemispherical to avoid the bulging effect due to same steam pressure. A manhole is provided for cleaning the boiler. This type of fire tube boiler has a capacity of 400 kg per hour at a pressure of 15 to 17 bar. The next point is boiler mountings. Boiler mounting. Boiler mounting are the various types of fittings and devices which are necessary for the operation and safety of an boiler. These devices are mounted over the shell. The following are the boiler mountings. First one is a dead weight safety valve. Dead weight safety valve as shown in figure below. The function of dead weight safety valve is when the pressure inside the boiler increases than the design pressure, the valve V as shown in figure lifts up and the steam is thrown out by protecting the boiler from bursting. This valve is unsuitable where an extensive vibration and movement are occur, and also not suitable for high working pressure which require heavy load. The next is the lever safety valve. Lever safety valve's function is when the steam pressure of a boiler is greater than design or normal working pressure, the valve lifted up by escaping the steam through the gas formed between the valve and valve seat. When pressure decreases, it falls down, closing the gap. This type of lever safety valve is used where high pressure steam is required. The function is again same as compared to the dead weight safety valve. Only this can be used where high pressure of steam is required. The third is spring loaded safety valve. Generally, both dead weight and lever safety valve are unsuitable in locomotive and marine boiler due to vibration and movement. So, spring loaded safety valve is used in these cases which is not affected by the vibration and movements. The spring loaded safety valve as shown in figure, when the pressure of steam increases than the design pressure, then any one valve, either V1 or V2, will open by extending the spring, and when normal working condition reached, the valve is pulled inward by the spring, closing the passage. The spring loaded safety valve is generally used in marine and locomotive boilers. The fourth is the fusible plug. Fusible plug, the function as shown in figure, the function of fusible plug is to protect the boiler from damage or burst due to overheating when water level decreases than a specific limit. Basically, it is a plug which is used to protect the boiler from burning, overburning or overheating when the water level decreases than a specified limit. The next type is water level indicator. As the name indicates, the water level in the boiler shell is indicated constantly. This is below figure of an water level indicator. When water level falls below the specific level, then the glass tube breaks due to the rush of water into bottom passage. The ball moves to right and shut off the water and steam. The water level indicator is a basic water indicator of an water and steam quantity present in the boiler. The sixth point is steam pressure gauge. The steam pressure gauge function is to measure the pressure inside the boiler. The below figure shows Bourdon pressure gauge connected to the drum or to the hollow tank. It works on the principle of Bourdon pressure gauge. The steam moves into the plug into the siphon pipe, and through the plug it moves inside the casing where the pointer moves on a scale to show the required pressure. The steam pressure gauge is basically used to measure the pressure inside the boiler. The next point is feed check valve. The feed check valve as shown in figure is a unidirectional valve and prevents the backflow of water from boiler. It also controls the amount of feed entering the boiler by adjusting the valve lift. Basically, feed check valve is an simple type of tap which allows the water to move only in one direction and stops stops the water to flowing backwards, and the water can be adjusted as per the need of the operator. Next is the junction or stop valve. The junction or stop valve as shown in the figure below. The function of it is to regulate the flow of steam from one steam pipe to other steam pipe or from boiler to the steam pipe. The stop valve is used to flow the steam from one pipe to another pipe or from one boiler to another boiler. This is used for stopping the steam or from escaping the steam from the drum. And the last is the blow off cork. The blow off cork as shown in figure has to perform two functions. First, it may discharge the portion of water when boiler is operation to blow out mud, scale or the remaining particles periodically, and it may empty the boiler when necessary for cleaning, inspection and repair. So blow off cork is basically a cleaning cork used for cleaning purposes of the boiler. The mountings question related to mountings has been asked previously, where you are required to draw the specific mountings and describe the function of it. Thank you. This is it for today's session. In today's session, we have completed the different types of boiler and boiler mountings. So the question regarding the same for boiler and boiler mountings has been asked in previous examination, where for the boilers it is necessary for you to draw the figure and write its working, construction and working, whereas in case of boiler mountings you are required to draw the figures and write its function. Thank you.